How's it going?
Let me know if I can help.
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
This is fine.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Not ominous at all.
You sure you're not underselling the scariness there?
I don't know. We could try again.
And give Rook nightmares?
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest.
Interesting.
What that could mean.
So, wait, are you implying the blight is like gaining sentience?
Everything that calls the blight impacts the wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Like, if the thing that is speaking through the blight and potentially controlling the blight is itself a construction of the blight, then that means that the blight is, like, learning to control itself, gaining some kind of sentience itself, right? This is insider knowledge.
Should you have told me all this about the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Appreciate you.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight, more than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So we kill the eruption.
So we kill this eruption. It can't die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
If this thing explodes...
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
You got it, boss man. Okay, there is genuinely something weird going on with the map today. I don't know why, but I keep fucking zooming it out, and then it zooms itself back in, which it has never done before. What is going on? What is happening? And it's not like letting go of the stick and it flicks upwards overcorrection type thing, because at that time I was still holding down on the stick. Like, I zoomed it out, I hadn't let go of the stick yet, and it zoomed back in. Hello, friends. Lovely seeing you here.
I don't have a good feeling about this place.
Then we're all on edge together.
A barrier.
Okay.
I bet the eruption's on the other side. You'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
Keeping the darkspawn back.
Alright. Better move before more darkspawn show up.
How do we get up there? How do we get up there? I feel like I'm going too far in the wrong direction here, but I'm not seeing a way. How the fuck do I get up there?
A tendril. It's attached over there.
Up on the ledge.
Aha.
We can destroy the tendrils from there.
Yoink.
A ballista.
Well, that could be handy.
We're through.
And something awful is waiting past the gate. Here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing. What level do we reckon it will be? Oh my god, okay. Yeah, this is looking pretty fucked.
What is... Is that the Blight eruption?
My word.
The darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Shocker.
Let's go.
Hands tall.
Nice move, Brooke. Time to finish it.
Keep going.
We survived our performance. Keep that up. Something's ready.
That one. Quickly.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
Yeesh. Right, we
All
just
right. We strike.
we were just
and the whole
carrying
thing goes
those
up.
around. Yep, we just that was just we had those tucked safely away up our arseholes. That's where we were carrying those.
All right. Time to destroy this thing.
Erupt these. Bitch. I was expecting a boss. I thought the eruption was going to be some kind of boss. Never mind. It was instead nothing. It was just a bunch of ads and then push the button. Wait, over here? Not back there? Okay. Wait. Hang on. Around this way.
You really don't want to fight Darkspawn after everything.
Oh, hello.
You need something scraped together? Just ask.
Not really. None of these are... This is all appearance stuff, right? This isn't anything that we can use for the lighthouse. I really haven't felt much pull towards
Alright.
any of the armor designs in this game. Like, there's been a fair few, but there's none that really made me go, oh, I really want to get that and use it. I'm just happy with how I look. Brona's Bloom. It's just a poem. I asked in the village if there was anything they did for luck. We need that too, yes. I learned this poem, which is, it's very Lavendel, but the flowers are nice. Yeah, I don't know. I just haven't felt the need to change my outfit. I feel like the outfits that you get are pretty good. I changed Nev's outfit. Honestly, I could look at Emmerich's, or options Emmerich has, but I don't know. I'm not. None of them have been so crazy that I'm like, yes, must change. Although I do want to actually, I think we maxed out the Laws of Fortune, didn't we? So I do want to go see about that one that everyone seems to be using. What did I just pick up?
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, Rook. Hi.
Smooth,
We
my
knew
guy.
when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
Weird job for a shadow.
And there's some pretty scary things in the Minratha's catacombs, but I've never seen anything like that.
A story for your fellow shadows?
Not sure even the Viper will believe it.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Because you stopped the blight eruption, flowers can return. You were sharing a moment.
Look at you, out here with the flowers and a moment alone that I walked into the middle of.
You're fine.
Yes, please. Enjoy the flowers.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the Wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but FK and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it.
Okay, so this is literally what I was
And
just
to us.
talking about.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
I was literally just saying, I don't know, I can't remember if it was earlier this part or last part, but I was literally just saying, like, is the blight just done after this? And this is set up for the future so that they can... This is something that they're setting up for future games so that the blight can return as a threat. For sure. For sure. How are you two taking this?
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry, I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
Aww. You think you've changed?
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
Well, if you need anything, ask.
I'm sure you'll be fine. But if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
Romantic place. I can leave.
They can. Okay, I'll leave you two alone with the flowers and the sweet moment I didn't interrupt.
It's fine, I promise. Are you worried we don't go on dates? Because we do. Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh, yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Cute. Something's coming and I'm pretty sure it's him. The Blight eruption was destroyed and its hold on the Hosberg wetlands is over. While it will take time for the rest of the Blight to recede, there's hope life will return once more. Though uncertain about what the future holds, Evka and Antoine are optimistic for what comes next. Clappers.
The
Lovely
wetlands
jubbly.
aren't fully healed.
But there's new growth already. Death's loosened its hold on this place.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight? It's possible.
Indeed. Indeed. Did that, by any chance, get the Grey Wardens to 3 stars? Our survey says... No. No, it did not. Bastard. How close are they? Oh, they are fucking right on the cusp. They are right on the cusp. You can't even see a gap between the line and... It must be 2,900, I guess. There's like no gap there. But hopefully some quest we do will boost them a little bit more, I guess. 91% discovered. There's 2 chests we haven't got. Do chests give you any strength? I can't remember if chests give you strength. Where's the chests that I haven't discovered? Are they on the map and just not opened, or have I not mapped them? Looks like I haven't mapped them, because from what I'm seeing, every chest I have is open. Rip. Okay, well... We'll see. I may need to sell some stuff to them, but I will hold that for now. Okay, so yeah, we're done here. We're done here. So, journal. And then, next one. Docktown, the soul of a city. The risen gods and the Venatori are preparing for something, and the team must find out what it is. How are the crows doing? Okay, so yeah, they are by far who needs selling to the most. Like, that is, they are nowhere near. In fact, have they even gone up, like, at all since we chose not to help them? Since we chose to help Minrathous instead? I'm not sure if their strength has gone up, like, fucking anything. So, yeah, we need to sell to them the most for sure. Oh, right next to us. Lovely. What?
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
Hey!
This is where all my favorite people are. And besides, I have news. And every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
Wait, what? Is the joke is that she's fucking blind? Like, what?
What's the problem with Magister Parvis being here?
He's our eyes and
I
ears in the
misunderstood.
Magisterium. He needs to
I'm
keep
dumb.
suspicion off him.
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the
I
shadow
thought she was
dragons.
saying, why isn't he here?
You worry too much, May.
Well,
Rip.
what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Arlethan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
Fun.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable. And the rumors about the
chaos of the dragon attack on Minrathous allowed the Venatori to infiltrate the palace and
during the
assassinate
dragon's
the Archon.
rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, They need fear. Chaos.
It feels weird to get a notification pop up saying because of this has happened when I did everything I could to save this place. This is where I chose to save. So the fact that it's still going bad and it gives me a pop up to say because of all this it's going bad, it's like, but I literally did everything to prevent that. So that feels weird. They won't get far.
Just tell me how I stop them. What are they planning?
That's the problem. I don't know. But we'll find out. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now.
Cool. The soul of a city. Meow. Fast travel. We love to see it.
I'd only ever read about Minrathous before traveling with you. Very few books mention the sheer inequalities one sees on its streets.
Everything out there is written by high bloods. They don't see what we see. We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long.
True. Would not want to keep Bay waiting.
There's Dorian.
How many fucking quests in one place?
There's Lenos' associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos' plan.
Good luck. Oh, what? We don't get to see him drawing him off? Bruh. I wanted to see what he was going to do. A map of the Minrathous streets near the waterworks and an ominous caption. Blight and Darkspawn released. Yeah, that's pretty ominous. The city yields to the Horde.
Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks. And this, mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. A bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain.
What are you poking about
The others
there
are
for?
bartenders, but I'm the mixologist. I don't serve drinks. I build innovation.
Oh, okay. The risen gods and the Venatori are preparing for something. The team must find out what it is. Proper quest. Okay.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. Oh, Lenos.
The gods reveal them!
Look at that.
Huge jump. Insane. Oh, this is a very cool looking place. Supposed to go that way? Okay, what's in here? What is this? It looks like a big fucking frog or something. Oh, it is. The Silent Toad. A stone toad. Old stories claim Dumat, the old god of silence, had a toad companion. Usually silent itself, those who heard the toad croak would die soon after. Fun. Oh, one of these. Hello. Okay, I'm just fucking stun locked here, that's cool. Love to be stun locked. My all-time favorite. Just a cold version of the one I'm already wearing. Well, parkour.
Something tore through these gates. Something big.
Weapon damage, armor and barrier damage, critical and weak point damage. That is just a whole big damage buff ring.
Watch out. I bet this Darkspawn is what tore through the gates.
I regret to inform you that Darkspawn ain't shit. Oh no! God damn it! The fucking pickup button, man. Who decided to put the pickup button on the same button as the jump button?
More blight in the way.
Why? Why would you do this?
That did it. You can get through now.
Think there's enough of them? That goes to you.
Fantastic rope.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. But I've mentioned that.
It wasn't enough. There must be another one.
Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Alrighty. Yeet. Fuck. What do we got up here then? Knight Commander Lenos. Oh, we're just done already. We're at the end.
Venatori, for me. Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori?
Yes.
The risen gods?
Yes.
I don't know, but I can take you on.
The Shadow Dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city.
At least we're not trying to blight it.
One less corrupt Templar in Minrathous.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find.
Okay, this was shorter than I was expecting. It was just like, hello, I'm here now. Whoa, what is this? Those are some big old Dreadwolf statues you got there. The God's Ritual. Lenos Prepar... I can't... For some reason, if you're in a read thing, you can't open... Like, it won't let me press the back button to see what that was. Preparations for the Risen God's Ritual demand more soldiers. Sow chaos within the city, make the people desperate, tell them the Venatori and the gods will deliver them. Do not disappoint.
The Risen God's Ritual. That's what the gods and the Venatori are preparing for.
Scroll of Eternal Victory. A Venatori declaration of ultimate victory over the Shadow Dragons, forever removing their filth from the history of Tevinter. Again, they are nothing if not consistent. We aim for nothing. Ancient elves drew from the magic of the celestial spheres and wove their greatest enchantments beneath a darkened sun. A full eclipse approaches, which is an auspicious portent for our risen gods.
These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
The celestial alignment of an eclipse would only increase the power of the ritual the gods are preparing for. That must be the plan.
I mean, didn't we literally say, like, last part, that it's not just that it would increase their power, but it's actually that Elganan requires it? I'm pretty sure Solus said... Was it? Yeah, it must have been Solus. I'm pretty sure Solus said that Elganan literally requires an eclipse for what he's trying to do. Oh, hey. This is what we're using. Critical hits apply burning or shocked based on the current damage type of the orb. Very nice indeed. There we go. We have legendaried out our main thing. Cool. Search the Venatori vault. What have I missed? I've still missed something. What have I not clicked that I need to click? Ah. The Magisterium is ours, the Templars are ours, the palace can no longer hide that Archon Redonis is dead. The city's spirit will soon break and the Venatori shall rise.
Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do with Tevinter. All this. The ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
The Shadow Dragons will be pleased to learn of what transpired here.
They've got one of my wardrobes in here. Oh. We're not teleporting out, we are just talking to Nev. I see, I see. And she will teleport us out.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on. Now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You on the throne? Dorian.
Do it.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
That would be so peak. And it'll work this time?
The Shadow Dragons have heard that before. After Corypheus with the Lucerni. We expose corruption and stop slavers, but nothing really changes. What makes you think it'll be different this time?
Surely you're not suggesting we give up entirely. After all, you're still here. The rot in Tevinter is buried deep. We've been digging it out bit by bit, only for it to grow back. But what you've given us allows us to strike at the heart.
So the rot has no chance to return. But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're shadow dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, we're talking about your city. Your Tevinter too.
I like that they say your city. I feel like for a game that, you know, is based on making choices, they should fucking let me have a say in the strategy here, but apparently my only option is I can't choose the Archon. But like we can question a bunch of stuff, but it seems like my only actual conversation moving forward one is to not actually make a decision, which kind of sucks. Dorian's strategy.
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Fuck yeah.
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the South. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over.
True.
If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
Oh wait, there is a fucking... Wait, no, what? I swear... Am I crazy? This wasn't a star before, was it? The down option? I swear that was not a star before. I swear that was something else. And I was like, oh, now there's a actual... Because star usually is a conversation moving forward thing, but it's not, so weird.
Mevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
Yeah, but you kind of just gotta use some force sometimes. Just fucking sitting there and talking about stuff, and then it never actually happens. Like, all the big changes in history, like, pretty much, force is involved, right? It's just how it goes, you know? It requires something of that nature. What sort of change?
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus Mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Aren't you on the same side?
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
No, I think
And
Dorian's
I'd
right.
absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
I feel like I can, but sure.
You want me to choose who'll be Archon? Sure, I'm a shadow dragon, but there are so many others here.
Then talk to them. Ask what they think. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right. I'll go do that.
Okay, cool. So I will get to make a decision then. We just got to chat first.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
He deserved it.
Lenos got what he deserved.
Makes you smile, doesn't it? Drinks for everyone.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not going to mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Very kind of him.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
And they want my opinion.
Then they asked for my opinion. Can you believe it?
You're a shadow dragon. Of course they asked you.
After all that talk about people needing a voice, I'd be looking at them sideways if they didn't.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Exactly.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
Yeah, that's what actually matters. Talk is cheap. When things actually feel better for people, that's what they care about. You know.
What do you think might happen depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again. Gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
You'll back them either way?
And whoever leaves will have the Shadow Dragon support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Maevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
Cool. Nev? Nev's got to support Dorian, surely. Surely Nev would support Dorian.
So what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be the more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
Your opinion matters to me, baby.
You know me. I'm trouble. But more than that, it's our city. Our Tevinter. I care about what you think.
Always the charmer. Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be.
Not
Dorian
feeling
Parvis
very
is a
ruthless
wild
now.
card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But damn it, there's no right answer. They both play the game well, and Tevinter's ready for change. But the best way to get it, who can make it happen? I wish I knew.
Preoccupied with personal troubles, Nev is unable to decide? Is that because I'm doing this before I did her personal quest? If I finished her personal quest, then she wouldn't be preoccupied with personal troubles, right? So would she then decide? That's interesting. Feel free to answer that in the comments. If you do finish her quest line first, does she make a decision here? And if she does, who does she back? I am curious.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Mevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
What's the more option? What happens after you decide?
What happens after it's decided who'll lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Now, usually choosing a Shadow Dragon option progresses the conversation on, but I assume it won't skip the choice here. Have we finally done it?
I hope this signals the start of the change we've worked toward.
The start of the change, as you say. Things won't be different overnight.
But we'll keep fighting, because we have to, because there's no other way.
And with you and everyone here, we'll get there. We'll win. Keep believing, Rook.
Don't stop believing in Dorian.
Dorian should lead.
Then it is decided. Of course, it only makes sense, but... Ha! Look at me! The sudden pressure.
You won't be alone. All of us are behind you. The Shadow Dragons, the city, her people.
It will take all of them to overcome the risen gods.
You'll find a way to bring them together.
The people know they don't want blight-ridden fiends in their city. They don't need me to tell them. I can, however, show them how to fight. Gods, cults, evil magisters, nothing will stand in our way of forging a new Tevinter.
Hell yeah, buddy. Love that. Love that. Working with the Shadow Dragons, the team thwarted a Venatory plot to crush Minrathous and uncovered crucial information about the Magisterium that paves the way for a new Tevinter Archon. Lovely jubbly. Very, very nice. Anything further to say?
I never thanked you for helping me with the First Warden.
It was my pleasure. Nothing quite like needling authoritarian blowhards to give one such warm feelings.
True.
I must thank you again for everything you've done. Not being overrun with blight. Wonderful. And now we also have hope of changing things for the better.
It's about time we took back our city.
Professor Volkarin, welcome back.
Oh, that's cool.
Dorian, wonderful to see you again.
That's cool that they have dialogue for, I assume, each companion.
I'm glad you were here to help with the dragon. It could have destroyed the city. Hello, my friend.
Hello, you're out of dialogue, aren't you?
Well?
Yes, you are.
Good to see you.
That Venatory stunt with the Darkspawn has me dreading what's to come.
You and me both.
Keeping well?
We won a victory against the Venatory. A good step, but it's not over.
Right. The risen gods are still out there.
We'll be vigilant. Rook.
Alright. What about you?
Tarquin?
Gallus.
Whatever Dorian has planned for Minrathous will be thrilling, I'm sure. I suppose anything that makes a real impact has to be.
You can be a little excited for the future, you know.
I am. Don't get me wrong. Still, fear and excitement go hand in hand. Greetings, Rook.
Cool. Alrighty. That was a very neat ending to that quest. Hello, we've got something over here we haven't picked up. The Sopperati. Dorian, our next course of action should be to seek out influential Sopperati allies who've been denied political power. The merchant families, the longest-serving non-mage praetors and magistrates, and the military, especially the military. Mages make up a fraction of our citizens. Tevinter grinds to a halt without the Sopperati. If we can encourage them to stand together and fight, they could change everything. I will handle the merchants and the magistrates. I suggest you call upon Legatus Charon Mercar when you next visit Ventus. Wasn't Mercar my surname? I hear Mercar has privately expressed support for reform, but more importantly, he has the favour of the current Imperator. Where the Imperator goes, Tevinter's military follows. Good luck, May. Charon Mercar. Does it say here? Yeah, I'm Leffy Mercar. So is that someone related to me? Or is this something that I'm just forgetting, like, that it's just a name that is like a title or something? I don't know. I think that's my actual surname. So I guess it's someone related to me. What else have we got here? Boop-a-doo, Shadow Dragons. This one. Wait, no, that's what we just read. Oh, it just didn't disappear properly for some reason. Okay, sure. Cool. Okay, there's no more exclamations, is there? Doesn't look like it. Cool. So, that is all of the ones we can do for factions and stuff. So, that leaves companion missions, of which we have 5 currently. A quest for Tarsh, that's a big one. Quest for Nev, that's a big one. Quest for Emmerich, that's a big one. Quest for Davrin, that's a big one. And quest for Balara, that's a big one. Maybe these are all the final ones. When we talked to them, it didn't sound like... When we spoke to Tarsh, it was like, I need to go chat with Mum. And so I assumed it was going to be a conversation. But if they all have quests, then maybe this is actually the finale to all of their things. The Balara one sounded like a finale. But yeah, I guess maybe this is the ending to all of them. I'm really curious if Nev would have chosen something if I had done this first. I kind of wish I had, but there's no way you could have possibly known that. And I've always done the factions and regional stuff first because it's usually, not in that case, that was a cool one, but usually the factional and regional ones are not as interesting as, you know, your actual companions that you care a lot about kind of thing. But yeah, anyway, next time it is time for 5 companion full-on quests in a row. So that is what we have to look forward to. I'm sure that will be good times. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around, share the playlist around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time. Oh, I can't get behind them. Boo, I wanted to, like, be in the middle from behind them. I guess this works too. I'll see you next time for more Dragon Age the Veilguard. Thanks for watching. See you then.